It's been a while. I forgot how to turn my camera on. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. It's 9 a.m., which means it is time for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the senior minister here at Unity of Tucson. And Unity of Tucson is an inclusive and loving spiritual center right here in Tucson, Arizona, where everyone is invited to find their own personal purpose and spiritual path. I like to say sometimes that we are the place for the spiritual but not religious group in this world to come and explore what it means to be spiritual. So part of that exploration for me is a practice which I engage in on a daily basis, and I bring it to you every weekday at this time, and that is the practice of affirmative prayer, which is what the mindful moment is all about. Now, whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. I'm going to comment on the comments today because I am actually live. So Sherry, happy day. Grateful to see you. And Anna, grateful to see you as well. Good morning to you. Always a delight to have you share in your share your time here. So yeah, keep commenting and let me know that you are here. I do want to offer this reminder, which is to say, you are love. You are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I am so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Do keep doing that. Jerry, blessings to you. Grateful to see you this glorious day. Roberta, good morning to you. Beth, good morning, good morning, good morning. William and Anita, there we go. Good morning, love to you. Right back at you. So, two things. Number one, I'm not in Indiana anymore. I'm back in the office and back to enjoy my life here in this glorious place called Tucson, Arizona. I wanted to share with you, though, I just got this morning. You ready? Here is a picture that my dad took of the eclipse. This is no filter on his camera. This is like as you would see it with the naked eye. One thing that I did notice on this is one thing I did notice on it is that when I imported the photo into this program, it actually turned at 90 degrees. So if you were to turn it 90 degrees clockwise, that's actually how we saw it. So that little red thing on the right side, that actually was sort of on the bottom. But that is a solar prominence, like a flare coming out from the sun. And it was very cool to be able to see that. When I saw the eclipse in 2017, we didn't see any of those. So there's a lot of solar activity happening. And people said, oh, you'll be able to see a lot more. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. That was a photo that my dad took with his camera. He was well prepared and grateful. So yeah, an awesome. But what I want to talk about today has nothing to do with that. What I wanted to talk about today is actually the second part of our mission statement. The second part of our mission statement is forgiveness. Forgive everything. And the reason that it comes up is because someone recently invited me into an awareness of something that's happening for them. And they basically said to me, I don't have any capacity to forgive in this particular circumstance. I cannot forgive. And the question that I often go to is, well, how does that work in for you? I mean, it's a terrible question. But so what happens when we don't allow ourselves to step into the practice of forgiveness? And forgiveness is absolutely a spiritual practice. In fact, it is such a deep spiritual practice that it freaks people out, frankly, because we want to hold on to resentment. We want to hold on to grudges. I think there's kind of something in our human nature that wants to hold on to that, because I think we get little hits, little hormone hits, maybe a little oxytocin hit when we feel right and when we feel righteous. The challenge, though, is that the ultimate long-term experience of staying out of forgiveness is that it is detrimental to our own well-being and no one else's. Because here's the thing. If I think about the relationship that I was in at the turn of the century, which is a weird turn of phrase in this moment, it's kind of weird to say. But if I think about the relationship that I was in, and I was in a very toxic, abusive relationship in late 90s into 2000. And if I were not in a place of being willing to forgive, then I would still be beating myself up for having gotten into that relationship in the first place. And that's ultimately what it's all about. If I'm not willing to forgive, it's actually turning the tide on myself and saying, I am not willing to forgive myself for the mistakes that I have made. But I project all of that onto another person. So my willingness to forgive in that instance has freed me from the bonds of what was created to begin with. So it's just something to think about today. Today is a day where I'm putting a lot of focus on forgiveness, and I invite us all to start focusing on some forgiveness in our lives. Is there any place where we have not forgiven? And perhaps it's time to step into that practice, because ultimately the only one who does not benefit when we are in a state of non-forgiveness is us. Because here's the thing too, like I think about that relationship I was in. Here's the thing. He might be in a place of thinking that I was the toxic person in that relationship. And I'm sure I had my own toxic behaviors. I think we were attracted to each other for whatever reason. And maybe he's not in a state of forgiveness, but I don't know what's going on for him. See, that's how it works. If I were not willing to forgive, I'd be sitting here stewing in a state of non-forgiveness. And the only person that it affects is me. That's it. So just something to ponder today. Again, like I will ask the question again, where do you see perhaps a place in your life that you have not yet forgiven, that maybe it's time to step into that practice? Forgiveness is a big one, and it's challenging for a lot of people. And I invite us to take the big leaps, the big challenges, and run with them. So I'm going to take that into my prayer practice today. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. And if it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, you're welcome to do so. I choose to close my eyes as it is a reminder to me to turn my attention to the source of all creation in my life, and that is my inner experience, my inner life. The realm of thought, the realm of belief, the realm of feeling. As I place my focus there, letting go of that which is external, I step into the realization that everything that is internal is flowing forth as the external. And so, by adjusting the internal, I am adjusting the external. And this is rooted in this idea, this understanding that I have taken to heart in my own life and have adopted in my own life as a truth statement. So for me, this is true. God is all there is. God is all there is. There is nothing else. There is only this infinite creative source, this infinite creative power. God is not some being, but the beingness, the creative life force energy of all that is. And everything that exists is the outflow, the construct of the inflow of infinite thought, infinite experience, infinite expression. It is the impression of love upon itself that flows forth into expression. And so I hold this to be firm in expression for each and every one of us. And I also understand that this is our identity. I choose to understand this as our identity, that at the core of each and every one of us, there is no aspect of our being which is not wholly God, wholly divine, wholly love. And so as my life unfolds, rooted in this construct, I know that all is well. And then I step into the aspect of forgiveness, because I recognize in spiritual mastery, there is only God. And so what is there to forgive? I release the ties of unforgiveness. I release the ties of unforgiveness. I let go of anything that holds me back, and I open up to a greater possibility and probability of full expression. not tied to anything that limits me from the past. And so, knowing this, trusting this, and with gratitude for this, I step into the flow. With gratitude and appreciation overflowing, I simply let it be. I relax, I release, I trust, I know, and allow this to be so by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. And so it is. Ah, lovely to see you all this glorious day. I will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I'll be back at 9 a.m. for the Mindful Moment on another glorious day, Thursday. Please do, if you have an opportunity to go online and get your tickets for Shine, Unity of Tucson's concert that is happening a week from Friday. We have lots of seats available still, so do not miss out on this opportunity to see some of Tucson's best musical talent. Dennis Tamblyn, Liz Cracchiolo, Aaron Anderson, and I will all be presenting songs that are intended to lift the spirit and encourage us all to shine our light in our own magnificent way, because I want us to do things that feel good. Yes. So yeah, you can check it out, unitytucson.com. I can actually put this up today because I'm live. Let's see. I can put it here. There we go. unitytucson.com /shine. You can scan that QR code if it's big enough for you to see it here. I think I can make it bigger. There we go. 7 p.m. is the curtain time. Would love to see you there. Yeah. I love you all. I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace and blessings to you. Make your day magnificent. I don't know what's going on with me. Make your day magnificent. Know that you are magnificent. And it's not because of anything you do. It truly is just the core of your being. So I celebrate that. And I trust you do too. All right. Bye, everybody.